Hello, I'm Robert Mullins, co-founder of the Raspberry Pi Foundation, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to get started with Raspberry Pi. So I have my Raspberry Pi. Just say a little bit about what it is. So it's a credit card sized computer, very powerful computer. We'll just say a little bit about the interfaces it has. So it's a HDMI port for video output, Ethernet for your network connection, 2 USB ports, and we're going to use those for keyboard and mouse, an audio output, an old-style composite video output if you have an older-style television, and then an SD card slot for storing your operating system and the applications that you're going to run. We also have some general-purpose I/O pins, and this is I think one of the exciting things about the Raspberry Pi platform. Not only is it really small and really low-powered, so you can imagine battery-powered applications, but it's got these open interfaces to enable you to connect it to other electronic components. And there's digital camera and LCD interfaces as well. So let's get started. So what do we need to do? Well, simply need to plug in the monitor, plug in your keyboard and mouse. Just going to plug those into the 2 USB ports. Your operating system with your applications. And then the final thing we need is some power, and this is provided by a standard micro USB adapter. Okay, and now we're starting to boot, and this takes normally about 15 seconds. So a standard a desktop environment, as you would expect, with the lovely Raspberry Pi logo. One of the primary goals for Raspberry Pi is to encourage people to learn to program, and I can demonstrate a very nice system for doing that called Scratch from MIT. So Scratch is a graphical programming language. It enables you to write programs by dragging and dropping constructs into this programming window. And it enables children who are learning to program to create graphical games and stories by creating a program. And it's a really nice way to get people learning programming in a sort of frustration-free environment. So there's a very powerful graphics processor on the system on a chip that is at the heart of Raspberry Pi. And this is able to provide very high quality graphics output. So both 3D graphics and video playback. So we'll just demonstrate a video playing as well. So what we have here is a Blu-ray quality video, 1080p, playing back using the Raspberry Pi. So one of the uses of Raspberry Pi that many people are excited about is using it as a very low-cost media center, and the output is very high quality and it's incredibly low power. So at this point, it's perhaps dissipating 1 to 2 watts. So Raspberry Pi will be available for £22 or $35. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the community will be able to produce. I think what's exciting is the low power, the form factor, enabling you to build this into untethered devices, using it as a device to control robots. I think there's a very powerful array of interfaces to connect it to different sensors and display devices. And I just think that it's given the creativity that we've already seen in the community, I'm just really excited to see what people are going to do with it.